He's got my heart beating louder than a gunshot. Smokes out the barrel and the handpiece is burning hot. He's got me, he's guilty of loving me in the first degree. Such a criminal after my own heart. He's in my mind like a thief sneaking through the dark.
And welcome to the LDM Show. I'm Charles Laloma, and I got my boy again right here, Will Davis.
What's up?
Checking him out. Again, check out XY101. What was the last one that we were talking about? Some mess. I know we be talking about some mess on that
damn show. We talk about everything
show.
on XY. Everything, and especially if it's messy.
Yeah, so check it out. They put one, I think it's every Monday, right?
Mondays, yeah.
Yeah, it'll pop up on Facebook. But you can also check it out on Roku TV. So,
Roku?
yeah, on podcast.
Who put us on Roku?
I did.
Oh, man. Good
Try to test it out. Test the waters.
we on TV.
Yeah, you got to test the waters out,
I got the TV show.
Yeah, we got to try these out. But you can find them also on all the platforms on podcasts, which is iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Apple. So whatever your feeling is to listen in.
If you got ears, we probably there so you can hear us.
Yes. Just don't hear it with kids. It's not really a kid show.
I mean, not my show, definitely.
It's not really a kid show. But it's funny. It's hilarious. It's educational.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. It depends on how you hear it.
I mean, it says educational as a Playboy magazine.
Yeah, there you go. But today we also have Alyssa coming soon to be interviewing in Tea Time, one of our new segments.
Ooh, tea
called
time?
Tea Time.
Is the cameraman?
I don't know if she's going to put her pinky up or...
I like tea.
Right? Does she get little crackers or something on the side?
I hope so. I hope there's sugar cubes.
Yeah, you got to have something.
I like
you
sweet
definitely
tea.
got to have the sugar cubes.
Yeah,
So you got to grab it with
Come on now.
2 lumps of 3. I'm old.
3.
Dum, dum, dum. Remember those?
You take Albert and Costello back to where he came from. I want the sweet sugar.
I remember they did Albert Costello, Tom and Jerry, the Warner Brothers, and like everywhere. 3 or 4 lumps.
3. And then you have the little birds flying around.
But yeah, Tea Time, our new segment. Check that out. But also check us out. We did something new with Wrestling Talk.
Yes, we did. We tried
so we have Wrestling Debate as well on Wrestling Talk. So that was kind of cool.
That was different.
That was so different.
Very different for
I had to
us.
be the heel. Yeah, some of the guys that I didn't like.
See, look. He's saying he had to be the heel, but I'm the bad guy. So it was just as tough for me to be the face.
It was cool. Check that out. It's also on the Roku channel as well. And
See if our prediction are right this weekend.
yeah, it's gonna be cool. If we were right or wrong, I'm not gonna tell you what we said. And if you have not watched WrestleMania yet, I can't really spoil it right now. But we will spoil it on our Wrestling Talk. So
Yep.
we'll see about that. But we're gonna get into some topics today. There was a video that popped up about a guy that was complaining about orders, phone orders or app orders versus going in. So here's a video before we talk about it.
I gotta get people's take on this. You know what ain't right? Online orders. So you go into Starbucks or whatever the hell you go into, and they're fulfilling the online orders before the customers that are in the joint. Now, my take is, if you came into the place and ordered at the register, your order takes precedence over some guy who's sitting in his underwear at home ordering his coffee, and all of a sudden his is getting made before mine. You got to be in the place to get it first. That's my take on it. What's yours? This might be antiquated, I know. Everybody's doing stuff online, but I go into the place. Give me your thoughts.
Well, first of all, I want to start off with, who's Baizan, man? Hey, homeboy, Baizan, he looked like a Italian guy just walking by,
He probably was trying to find his cousin out in Jersey who just won that $1 billion.
Yeah, But is there truth in it, what happened to, first of all, what happened to first come, first serve?
That disappeared with Amazon and UPS.
Yeah. But if I put in an app order of a coffee and you just got there, but my app order went there before you, I should get served first. First come, first serve.
Except for the fact is, are you going to get there before mine can be made?
Well, maybe
You're saying whoever got there first, right? So
Well,
are we talking about the order being placed, or are we
the
talking
order.
about the person who actually got to the store?
it's just like McDonald's when you place that order. Don't the orders go?
So here's
Right?
the thing. McDonald's actually has I mean, I hate to give them credit sometimes, but they have a pretty good system, because what they do is they have someone who specifically works on the car stuff,
Right.
someone who works specifically for the online orders, and then the people coming in.
Right.
And your order will come in order depending on which one you're done by. And I think that's probably the best fair way, is just have workers for each. Now, if you have it as far as like, well, we got one lane, right?
Right.
I guess first come, first serve. But my thing is, if you physically came to this store, you're here in front of me now, you know why I'm taking care of you first? Because if you get mad, I'm going to have to fight you.
Mm-hmm.
And if that online order gets mad, they got to take 20 minutes to get here.
Yeah, because if I place a online pickup order, because there's an online pickup order and there's online delivery. If I call in an online pickup order and I get there and they're talking about, okay, your order's being done right now, I'm going to be pissed.
But that's
Because I put that order a while ago.
right. But the whole thing is like, one, when you put in an online order, you don't even get a chance to see how many orders are in front of you, right? So theoretically, you could have put it in 20 minutes ago. And if, let's say, we are doing online orders first, right? That means that we have 20 minutes worth of online orders before we can even get to people who are standing here in front of me.
Yeah.
Before I get to that person at the register.
I feel that if you don't have a system, it should be first come, first serve. Do that one cashier order, then do the
I
online
think
order.
that makes
do
sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alternate back and forth. Because some of the online, when I've been in stores, I hear it go beep, and they know there's an online order. So right there, if the customer have not got to the cashier yet, now you have to grab that order, because that's a customer.
Well, I think the best thing that they do is just that you have stores that will place a time, right? So this way, they could tell you it'll take 25 minutes, right? That means they could have nothing to do. You shouldn't expect it before, because that's pretty much what whatchamacallit, like Grubhub and Uber, they do like, hey, it could be here between this time and this time, right? Don't be mad if it doesn't come until this time, right? And just leave it at that, right? So if your order, you got 20 minutes for the order, it can take up to 20 minutes. In that time, doesn't mean it's going to take me the full 20 minutes, but it could take that long.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And in the meantime, if I can make 3 other drinks along the way, I'll make 3 other drinks along the way.
But there's certain people that I say you shouldn't be doing orders right away, because unless they a delivery order. But if they a pickup order, I think honestly I will wait, because if it's a coffee and then you just made it right now, but now they don't get here until another 15, 20 minutes, you probably get one of those customers, it's cold, you know? So maybe there's certain orders that you have to do when they get there. Or if they have a time, you tell them, listen, we're going to do that order. You will have to get here within 5 to 10 minutes of your
That's
pickup.
essentially what Starbucks does, is that they'll take the online orders and then they'll do what they do. And then it has, let's say, 8 to 10 minutes from whatever time that they told you to be ready by, if they tell you that, for you to pick it up, right? They have this little stand. If we
With
go
your
through
names,
16 If we go through 16 drinks and then, the 17th drink comes and you're the oldest drink, you missed it. Now you can come and ask for it to be redone, but you're going to be waiting then.
Yeah, and that's if they redo it.
I'll
throw it in the microwave.
Most Starbucks after Philadelphia will just make my drink again.
Yeah. So some people said Peggy Simpson is Simpsons. I always wanted to do that.
Wow.
I had to do it.
This man had a show for 10 years, never came across the name Simpson before in the comments.
No, that's what I'm saying. It came with Simpsons. I had to do it. Thank you. She said, I agree, but I enjoy it while it lasts. Pretty soon, everything was going to be online.
Yeah.
She said even customer service will be gone soon.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. That is customer service.
Is it?
They servicing a customer. No, I'm talking about not the online thing, but what they're doing. So, you have to agree sometimes that whoever comes first gets first, I guess. I don't know. But like I like when he says, should we wait and the guy that's sitting in his underwears get his order first?
Well, to be fair, if it's not a delivery order, he's not sitting in his underwear. He's slowly putting his pants on.
Yep, there we go.
Okay. But like I said, if I got enough time to call the cops, I'm making the guy that I'm going to have no time with first. I'm sorry. I don't care what the company says. This dude standing here right in front of me, he getting mad, and you ain't taking the punch. I'm just sorry. I'm making that coffee, bro.
Yeah. And there's another comment by Deborah Dickerson. I'm sorry. We jokesters. So,
You shouldn't be sorry. You ain't name her.
I know, right? But she said, yep, just like when you're standing in front of the employees when in transaction, and then they take a phone call. They had to take the phone calls because those orders, like you ever went to the Chinese restaurant and they'd be like, what do you want? Chicken wing and, wait, one minute. And then they pick up the phone?
I've never had someone at a Chinese restaurant.
Now, I'm going to get people talking about that. That's racist.
Of course.
Because I did the accent. But anyway.
But no. I've never had a Chinese person at the restaurant actually pick up the phone and not put the person on the phone on hold.
Right.
If I'm in the middle of ordering.
Yep.
Right? They pick it up, hold on one sec, click. And then, okay, what was the rest of your order? That's been every transaction. I've never had it been like, hold on.
Yeah, they'll take that call,
order, and then, of course, now that I can understand, because that's how it works even in an office space, right? You go, hold on one second, let me put you on hold real quick, please. Boom, boom, and then you go back to your initial interaction. Just give me 1 second, I'm getting a phone call. Hold.
Even if there's nothing they're doing.
Yeah, that's it. That's how that works. So if you're someone with the expectation of anything else less, well, that's on you.
What one person, a Mark Pooty or whatever.
What? Where are you finding these? Like, I feel like you are literally looking for all the weird names. His eyes there are tons of other people on this thing. He's just finding all the weird ones.
But he said, totally agree. However, I don't go to Starbucks. I ain't paying $6 for a coffee.
You know what? I mean,
I ain't mad at you.
I'm sorry. I get it, because I know every time I do it, I'm mad at myself. But I can definitely tell you, unless I'm in the Bronx, right? Because the Bronx, I got those little machines that had the 3 different flavors on.
Oh yeah,
right? The regular cup of coffee.
The cappuccino machine.
Yeah, exactly. But when I'm anywhere but like the Bronx, if I want some flavor to my coffee, yeah, I'm gonna go to Starbucks real quick. I mean, like, I'm gonna let it.
I think I would jump to a Dunkin' Donuts before. Because it's a little cheaper. That's the only reason.
It's slightly cheaper, but I never taste the flavor.
Okay.
Only in the frozen coffees. But I'm not drinking frozen coffee in freaking February. Heck, with the way this month has been, I'm not drinking it this month either.
Yeah, I tell you. So, I'm going down. I'm trying to find another weird name.
See, I told you. I see a name like Ellis.
Gibson and all this stuff. But no.
And he's going to find Pute. Like, come on. Dickerson. Come on. I'm not bugging here.
Oh, man.
See how far he's scrolling down? Like, yeah, he got lucky with the first.
I know, but they're like, wait. Oh, no, that's a company. Yeah, I guess there's no more. Wait. What's this? Flanagan. Okay. What about the drive-through? Why is the guy sitting in his car getting served before me when I'm standing?
Because his car engine is running and he could die.
And not only that, you know the gas price?
For real, though. For real.
He has to get him out.
Because I'm sorry. If I'm paying for that much a gallon and then paying for a burger and fries, we got problems.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially if it's cold. The thing I hate is when they be like, "Can you go? I don't know you.
Yeah,
go, can you go forward? We'll bring your food out. I don't know you. Same time.
Yep.
I gave you my money. You should give me my food.
That's how.
Why would I need to go to another parking and wait? I didn't want to go to the parking in the first place to wait. That they had those park here. Yeah. And then you could call if I wanted that, I would have gone. So why are you telling me to go to the parking to wait for something? Nope.
I don't know. I went to one McDonald's when I was down south that was like that you put in your order at the drive-thru and then they come and bring it to your car. And I'm telling you, I had to still go back into the McDonald's and pick up my order. And then they said, oh, and this other car didn't pick up theirs and gave it to me You thought
Oh,
I brought it
my
to the other
God.
car?
You bring it to the
I got
the
a
white
whole lot of nuggies.
to the white one, to the wrong guy. You better bring it to the right car because.
I'm sorry. I hate for y'all who gonna get mad.
And then
about
don't come back talking about I gave you the wrong food. I don't. What food?
it. I ain't get no food whatsoever.
Yeah, you bring it to the wrong car. That's you. Better go back and
Give a black man extra chicken and tell him not to eat.
all right.
You bugging.
It was like you should have put sauce in there in that food that I didn't eat.
I mean, since I did mention McDonald's, how does that sauce math work? 10 nuggets, 2 sauces. 20 nuggets, 3 sauces.
They don't.
And you
add
tell
up.
me I need a degree to be a general manager. Y'all can't even count sauce right.
They don't. That's like the 8 hot dog thing.
Well, how would I have more hot dogs than hot
Than
dogs?
bread.
But technically, I can let that slide because at least 9 out of 10 times the hot dog company and the bun brand are not the same. We're just getting caught up in their family feud.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
Hatefield's and McCoy's.
Yeah.
And the answer is 7.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you just can go.
That's all I'm saying.
You can go that. But a lot of people here saying they agree. The people with the normal last names, they're agreeing. Some people are saying no. So, but what is your take on this? Should they? Well, at least we know they should have 2 groups.
There should
One
be 2
doing the
lines,
online
yeah.
and one doing the walk-ins.
And I'm sorry, if you're a good business, you have an idea of what store hours get the most customers. If you're thinking I need 2 employees for it or 1, right? Like, like I said, you're good. And if you're not good, I'm probably not going to your store anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. When you do stuff like that, it's like, do I go there? Do I not? It's one of those questions. Like if I can't stand waiting, so I look inside. I'm like, I'm not even. It's not even worth it. If I gotta wait, especially just for a cup of coffee, 1 cup.
If I'm waiting for a cup of coffee, I'm not in New York.
Yeah.
There's just too many places to go. And if I go on a street and every coffee shop is full, I'm sure I can find a Habibi.
Yeah.
I put money on it. There's a cart
You're-
outside.
You're in the
that's just
Bronx.
like,
You got the bodegas right there.
Every bodega.
Has
Even though you got
a cup of coffee.
You got the bodegas.
Matter of
with
fact,
the
you even
guy-
got the roach coach.
But that's what I'm saying.
So-
you have a guy in a bodega who makes the coffee behind the counter and then still have a self-serve on the side.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason.
And then you have
to
these
wait.
guys that's selling coffees and donuts and everything right before you get into the train.
And worst case scenario, there's a bum for everything.
Yeah. Talking about $5 coffee.
He'll make it happen. I'm telling you.
$5 coffee.
No, he wants his crack rock.
Yeah. But we're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have Alyssa having an interview, and then when we come back after that, me and Will are going to be talking about cheating. Phone using, is it cheating or not? We'll be right back.
Today we're making a banana smoothie using whole bananas, dates, apples, chia seeds, and nut milk. In a high-speed blender, you're going to add in your bananas. You could do 1 to 2 depending on the consistency you like, and when they're brown and mushy, they're extra sweet. I used Gala apples here, but any apples work as long as you remove the seeds. I used 5 dates for extra sweetness and fiber, about 5 tablespoons of chia seeds for protein and healthy fats, and to blend it all up, half a cup of nut milk. If you have a nut allergy, just replace with water. To make the smoothie nice and refreshing, I did a scoop of ice and blended everything together till it was nice and creamy. This recipe actually doubles as a smoothie or even a raw porridge, and if you're feeling fancy, pop them in the freezer for a couple hours for a sweet frozen treat. Overall, it's high in antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and omega-3 fatty acids, which supports brain health and gut health. If you decide to recreate this banana smoothie, make sure you tag us at the LDM Show to get reposted. And if there are any recipes you want to create, comment down below and don't go anywhere because the LDM Show will be right back. Okay, so in your professional opinion, what is the difference between, like, what does the zodiac signs really have to do with tarot?
It has to do with the suits.
Okay.
So the suit of water, like I said, like we're in Pisces season, that's a suit of water. The tarot cards are divided into 4 suits. So, for example, I'm just going to pick up the card, Knight of Coins, right? Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins is genuinely a masculine energy that represents material things.
Right.
So if this is a court card, if this was a person, I would say this person is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If it's a, let's see, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is Cancer, would be, this is a court card, right? The Queen of Cups would be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio.
Okay.
Queen of Cups would be, let's say, if it was a divine feminine, well, it's Pisces season, so this would be the feminine for Pisces, right?
Right.
Because it's the water sign. Notice that she's holding a cup and she's wearing a crown. So you would say as a court card, this would be a woman, a mature woman that is either Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and the Queen of Cups is usually somebody very caring, very loving. Okay, you can, a lot of times for me, because every reader is different, when I see a Queen of Cups, she's usually a fair-haired, lighter complected person, woman. Could be a man or woman, depending. So the other cards will indicate.
Right.
But if I see the Queen of Cups, I'm like, oh, there's someone that's in love, or you could get a loving message, or it's a caregiver. Like a lot of times, Queen of Cups would be, someone that's in healthcare. It depends, but usually, I mean, for when I get the Queen of Cups, I'm like, oh, it's a caring, nurturing, loving female, right? You get what I'm saying? Usually, so like say for example, now the Empress. What did I tell you? I cannot make it up. I keep pulling the Empress. So you see how the Empress is pregnant?
Yeah.
So the Empress represents she is above a queen. So she would be a mother, a grandmother, can represent that, a woman that is pregnant. If it's not a pregnancy, it is a very wonderful state of abundance.
Right.
So like in this particular deck, which by the way, this is a good karma tarot deck, which is one of my favorite decks because as you can see that visually it's stunning. So this Empress is holding a flower. She's wearing a yellow dress, which is, happiness, joy. She's pregnant. She has like these, it almost looks like rainbows behind her, and she's got all this greenery. And typically in tarot, the Empress always sits pregnant, and she's around a lot of plants and like health, a lot of greens. Sometimes there's, there's just a lot of like trees. It depends. Sometimes it'll be like pomegranates, like anything that has to do with luxury. That would be the Empress. But the Empress is also Taurus energy. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Taurus and Libra. Taurus is, the sign of luxury. Taurus is, for the most part, are very good with money. They make money. Like they like the finer things in life. They tend to be good. Like if a combination of the Queen of Cups, like noticing how she's doing a cup, I would say if it was a woman or a man, this could be a chef in many cases, or someone that does maybe works in hospitality, or this could be someone going out having a good time, having a cocktail. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so you kind of just, so I had the Knight of Coins, so this could be someone this is the Knight of Pentacles would be masculine. If it's not a masculine energy, for some reason these are all peoples. I'm just picking them up. When it's not all people, it's an energy.
Right.
So this Empress, because the Empress sits on top, is in love, or this Empress is working towards something that she loves, or this Empress is pregnant. So she, with the Knight of Cups, with the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy that gets things
like
done.
Earth.
Right. So there could be a new job opportunity, obviously a pregnancy. So it all depends on the cards that are all around. So it takes a minute. That's why it's important for the querent. In traditional tarot, the client is actually called the querent.
Right.
So the querent needs to tell me, because I'll be like, who's this Knight of Cups? Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, are you talking to someone that's younger? Are you looking for a job? Is this a new opportunity for you? It's not, cards have many different meanings.
Indeed.
So I have to, when my readings, my client, the querents, you have to engage, because I don't know, and my readings are more like affirmations and confirmations.
Right.
You have to I believe that you know what's good for your highest. I cannot tell you that, you know. However, I will definitely try my best to give you the most realistic interpretation of these cards, and that's really what it is. And of course there's oracle messages. So let's say I love self-care oracles. So let's say I pull a self-care, spend time with friends. Mm-hmm. So you notice in the prior you had 3 court cards, or 3 people, right? So if I were to pull this card, I could say that there's 3 people that you're going to get together with, friends, that you might be at some sort of event, drinking or connecting with someone.
Right.
I'd say, oh, wait a minute. Maybe if I pulled that, it would be a tarot reading, because they're sitting here reading tarot.
Of course.
And doing self-care. Or dance. You could be, these group of people are dancing when they're celebrating the pregnancy of the Empress, or there's good news coming. And then I would also say perhaps those are friends that need to get together because you need to spend time with friends. Maybe you've been not taking care of yourself, and that would be a good thing.
Right.
So it's it all depends. Readings are, yes, they are up for interpretation, but I try to start with a general, I always start with oracle messages first. Mm-hmm. See, this is a great dream journal. So dream journaling is really important, because a lot of times people don't remember their dreams. If I see this card, I'm going to say, are you not sleeping well? Is there something that you're trying to remember that you can't? You should be writing. Maybe before you go to bed, write down your thoughts. Or there's a revelation that's going to come to you. If you notice that she has tattoos, are you thinking about getting a tattoo? Are you sketching to get this tattoo? What does it mean? You know what I'm saying? Or why are you not? Is there something you're forgetting?
Right.
These are things, boom, write a gratitude list. So it kind of all sinks in. Write a gratitude. Maybe you need to write a gratitude list to yourself, thanking yourself for being a good mother. Mm-hmm. Or maybe you need to, the Empress is incredibly grateful and very generous. Because remember, she's a Taurus. So she gives, or I could do another interpretation. There were 3 people there. Let's say the Empress is the idea, right? The idea of the Empress is that she doesn't chase. She stays in her lane. She lets everything come to her. The Queen of Cups represents love, and then the Knight of Pentacles would be a masculine. Mm-hmm. But then look at this card here, is the Devil, Capricorn energy. So I would ask the Querent, are you dating someone that's younger than you? Because a queen and a knight doesn't, or do you have, is this a child? Do you have a teenage son? Yeah. And then the Querent would tell me, and then it would make sense. Maybe the Empress is, you're manifesting love, and it's someone that's coming. Maybe you work with this person, because the Knight of Pentacles represents work. Oh, you met someone at work, they're younger, you're dating this person. Okay, well, you know what, maybe there's something toxic, or maybe it's not toxic. Maybe it's a very, you gotta get engaged. And you just have to kind of, and I'm like a detective. I'm like, well, what, I try to get down to the nitty gritties to give you the best
Interpretation.
for you,
Yeah.
And if I feel that something, like if the cards look negative, I'm gonna be like, well, all these cards look negative. They all look negative. What is going on? What is negative? Is it you? Is it the person? Is
Right.
it your mindset?
Right.
You know what I mean? I've had clients that have literally thought they were going insane because they were not resting. And I cannot tell you how important your self-care is. So I've had clients that were like, no, I'm not, they weren't resting. So if you're not resting or sleeping, that is incredibly frustrating. Insomnia can be debilitating. And then your cognitive functions are not working. You're
Right.
not, do you know what I mean? And I'm like, wait a minute, but all of this, are you getting enough magnesium? Are you drinking enough water for your brain to be, is it, and it's really things like that I kind of, and because once your health is in the right place and your mindset, and then there's, obviously having routines and structures, all of this, you can handle it, and then obviously there's people that are going through major changes, or, so tarot, I think I have my own style of reading, so I don't really too much get people that are, it's just not in my cipher.
Right.
Like, if you don't do, everybody has their lane, and I stay in my lane. I'm very passionate about my readings. I'm very thorough. I am professional. I try to, but I stay in my lane, and
Right.
I try to and I use cards that bring beautiful images. Like, this is a great deck. This is the Modern Love deck. And I also use decks that are gender fluid.
Okay.
Because that's important to understand,
Right.
like obviously I don't see any I don't have any judgments. I'm just pulling stories. But I have a tremendous huge base of people that are in same-sex relationships, or they're gender fluid. So I try to use cards that represent that as much as possible.
All right. Well, thank you, Alyssa, for the interview. I don't know. I'm not into the psychic thing.
You don't feel the juju?
I don't. The one thing I don't like is when they were like, "Oh, wow, he did that. He must be a Leo." That got really nothing to do with it. I think he's just a personality.
You know what it is? I feel like sometimes people fall into their zodiac signs because they're buying into their zodiac sign, like the placebo effect.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
you never know. Maybe the stars are right. I mean, I'm not a scientist
Yeah.
officially.
Well, if you get in trouble and get knocked out, the stars be all right. That's all you're going to see.
I'm just saying, Tyson knows a thing or two about that.
Yeah, but listen, if you believe in it, by all means, we're glad that she's on board telling the horoscopes every single month. I didn't even know they had a season until I didn't know no Libra season, Leo season.
No, that's an internet trending thing, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, every zodiac has a set time. That's their season.
Yeah.
I don't. Everyone wants to feel special.
I remember back in the days with the newspapers. I see people grabbing the newspapers.
Just to go straight to the zodiac.
Let me go see it. Oh, man, I can't go to work. Why? It says the workplace is going to be toxic today.
That's every. Oh, look. To be fair, I'd find any excuse not to go to work either.
Yeah, that's true.
And then be like, yo.
I don't want to go to work.
Oh, no. Start now. Don't get him started. And this is coming from a man who actually likes his job.
It's just a catchy song. That's all. No, but like they used to watch the horoscopes and, oh man, hey, yo, they said that this week is going to be okay. Don't worry about it. This weekend you're supposed to find a love. Like, really?
Well, it didn't.
That's how far the people were going.
But yeah, and that's the whole thing, though. Anything that mentally affects you, like if you truly believe in something, right, it'll come to fruition, right? People have done superhuman feats for what the stuff they believe
that's
in.
True.
People will have driven themselves crazy. People have cured their own diseases, right? That's essentially what the placebo effect is, right?
Yeah.
They gave you nothing, but yet now your disease is gone. So essentially, the power of the mind is very strong. And if you believe in the stars will guide you. And if you don't, well, then they won't.
I think that's basically like if they tell you go to this building, something good is going to happen. You're going to go to the building to look for that something good. And no matter what it is, I found a dime. I knew it. It told me it was something going to be good.
I'm sorry, if that building was far, that dime was not worth it.
Yeah. I'd be like, a dime? You could have gave me $1 or something. Like,
I can only think of 2 stores left where I can at least get 2 pieces of candy for that dime, and both of them are further than probably me going to that building. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Man, 10 cents don't go that far no more. I'm telling you. Back in the days, yeah. Back in the days, I used to love it. I don't know. I collect 5 cans before I go to school. That's a quarter. I used to get 25 candies.
You see?
That's how I used to do it.
You see how old he is?
Hey, and my little penny cookies. Woo!
Penny cookies?
Yeah. See,
I didn't know
was
you were
old.
that ancient.
Yeah.
You older than MTA?
Yeah. Sure. My coins were like small. Matter of fact, I said coins. You see that? For MTA, we had coins.
Exactly.
We didn't have the slide card thing.
The number of youth watching this show right now going, they used to have
coins. Yeah, we had
There's a whole transit museum, folks. You can learn this.
Yeah, you can learn that. I took my son one time and he seen all the different coins. He was like, yeah, they used to slide the coins.
To be fair, I'm old enough that there were still tokens.
You were probably in the time with the white middle token.
Yeah.
See? The white middle token. I'm not even going to tell you what my tokens, but they were like real small.
Yeah, that's like the second gen token.
No, but by all means, if you believe in the horoscope, go for it. As long as they're not causing you any harm, why not?
And if you don't, just enjoy the segment that will bring you every month.
Yes. But don't think the horoscope's going to dictate your life. And because this guy does it, it's because he's a Leo or a Libra or whatever. And then you find out every single guy is doing it, or every single girl is doing it. That's like I see people with the big snuffleupagus eyebrows, and I'll be like, only Libras we wearing those. That doesn't make no sense.
That really don't, because it's like half them biddies out there.
Yeah. The other day I was waving hi to one girl, and then she just came up to me. She was like, "Do you know me?" I was like, "No." She was like, "So why are you waving hi?" Because I seen the thing like that. I thought that's what you were doing. I thought you were waving hi. I don't know.
Terrible. I can't take him anywhere.
No, but another video. I love going online and looking at some. Now there's a lot of skits going on, and people are commenting on it like it's real life. And I'd be like, this is fake, right?
I mean, comedy is dead.
But the topic of it is, I guess, they get it from the streets and all that. So this one was, if you don't give your mate the phone, is that considered cheating? And the girls were like, oh, yeah, if he doesn't let me see the phone, that means he's cheating. And I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't know that.
I had no.
But it's kind of suspicious as the person says, let me see your phone, and you'll be like, why? Here, no, let me see. Wait, give me. Let me do something, and then hey, here you go.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a fair question as to why are you even asking me this? Because from the beginning, if you feel like you need to look, you already don't trust your partner. And at that point, I'm like, so why are we even doing this? Mm-hmm. The moment you ask that question, something's up, and maybe there is, and that's probably why you're asking. But like, the moment you ask that, it lets them know like this ain't gonna last. Instantaneously.
Mm-hmm. Hey, they're doing a couple of things like you test the opposite sex when you're out on a date and they put their phone down. try to reach for the phone and see what they do.
Yeah.
If they grab that phone real quick, check. Because, or hit it and quit it. Whichever one, If it's a guy, I'm get that point, I'm not saying.
I ain't mad at if it's anybody,
Yeah.
As long as everybody enjoys the evening.
Yeah, especially if you already put money into it. So.
Come on. Yeah, on that end, then definitely get get what you paid for, bruh.
Yeah, but more of the females are saying it's cheating, and the guys are like, I don't really care what you have on your phone.
Well, and I think that's the difference is that males don't care. And don't get me wrong, it's not that males don't care if you cheat, right? But it's just a matter of if we're even thinking about that question, right, it's a problem. Women will think about it just to think about it. Like, for them, it's a test. And it's just like, first off, I don't think any guy likes being tested in the first place. We get in each other's faces feeling like you testing my manhood. Like, you could be doing absolutely nothing. But the mere fact that she even asked, you're just like, what's wrong with you? Off rip.
Yeah.
Like, who hurt you?
But there's going to be a couple of females commenting right now talking about the guys don't really care because they're cheating. That's why they don't want you. That's what they're going to say on.
Of course.
The comments.
And I get it. You have to realize that case by case, just about everybody in this younger generation has been cheated on.
Right.
Right. Like.
Or they assume because they were dating and then they seen them date someone else and they thought it was cheating.
That's another thing too, because guys don't put a label on a relationship until there's actually a label. The girls be like, you could be talking to no one else but me, but you're not my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you're caught cheating when you were never official to be cheating in the first place.
They were on a break.
Well, even that. She's like, we need to take a break. All right, cool. You go, you do you for the 3-4 days y'all not talking, or you're talking but you're not together no more, and then you get in trouble for what happened in them 3-4 days.
See, no, but I think you get more in trouble because one of the mates didn't do what they wanted to do on that break.
But that's the whole thing.
I think that's why.
You told me we ain't together, I can do what I want to do.
They were like, I can't.
told you we ain't together, I can do what I want. I'm sorry.
They were like, I can't believe he did that. But girl, wasn't you going to go on a date? Yeah, but it didn't work out, you see? And he went on the date with that's why I think they're more mad.
Or it's even that whole idea of, oh, you got a date that quick? Were you already talking to?
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Oh, my God.
I love that one because it was just like, wait, you're with me because you think I look good. And we randomly just started talking one day. You think I can't do that again? That's for girls and guys. Whoever thinks that, oh, you must have been, you're slow. Either that or you dating somebody real ugly.
So you're just picking up a person from the bar. Yes. Yeah, the same bar I picked you up from. Like,
make it make sense.
Yeah, so you watch these type of things, and being toxic like that, it's not good because you're looking more stupid than being toxic.
It's true.
A person that's toxic would argue with you, but they'll have some good points. But someone like, oh, you were on a break, and oh, you found a girl that quick? Yeah, I found you when I just walked out the street, and all of a sudden we bumped into each other. It happens.
I mean, if you think about it, we live in a generation where if I take 5 minutes of my time, I theoretically can meet 100 people just by doing this.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like, I'm not even talking about physically going out somewhere and bumping into a new person. I can be in the comfort of my bed, no pants on, meet 100 different people real quick. And then the best part is, right, get a response in the same 5 minutes, weed about 20 of them out and be like, you're the one coming to my crib tonight? That's it. It takes 5 minutes to meet somebody
and that's at the same
today's generation.
And that's at the same moment that we're talking about taking a break.
You see what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, this isn't me saying it's right, it's wrong. I'm just saying, simply, if you fathom that they needed to be talking to people for a really long time, you don't realize how promiscuous people are these days and how easily it is to connect with people these days. They could have been doing absolutely nothing, 100% faithful.
Yep.
You gave them one thought and 20 minutes, and you messed up everything because you had insecurities.
Yeah. And also, if you do say, let's take a break, you should define it.
Clearly, what are the terms?
Yep. Because take a break for us is meaning we can do whatever we want.
Facts.
So let's take a break to to see if we can miss each other, but we're not gonna go on a date. We aren't gonna do. Okay, see now you put it there. But then also, how long? Because
Right, because I need an end date. Because if there's no
dog
end date,
years are a long time, man. You know? You want to call us a dog? You can't give us no 3 months, 2 months, and thinking.
do I look like Drake to you?
No. No sound like him either. You know? No.
Nah.
See,
I'm not Canadian.
yeah. We ain't doing that. There's no way. And then plus, when you take a break and you take a long break, guess what can happen? You have a less % chance that it's going to work when you come back.
Yep.
Because now you got used to you being alone or you doing certain things damn, I missed this when I was, single.
Taking a break can be very dangerous. And I say that because you'll see some of those same couples that took a break and then they broke up, come back together years later and be like, why did we ever break? You know what I'm saying? I see that happen a lot. Like, if you're going to do something, make it like a week, clearly establish what the rules are going to be, see how you feel. And a lot of the time it comes off of a heated argument, which is the dumbest thing to make a quick decision off of.
Yeah.
You make way more sense to stop talking for at least an hour after an argument and then talk about what you want to do and be very clear on what you establish, because
It's
emotional decisions are bad.
But since we're entering what you just said, making a decision at the moment. I seen another video. I don't know if it's fake or not, but a guy that was throwing his girlfriend away and her 2 kids out the house because she cheated. She got caught cheating.
Okay.
And the comments online was like, "Oh, I can't believe he's throwing her out with the kids." And first of all, they're not his kids; they're young, and they forget the fact that he was cheating. But I put down on the comment, "What about if it was him
Right. If he cheated,
with
you'd be
his
quick to
kids?
kick him out.
Would she kicked him out with the kids?
Yes.
Guaranteed.
I mean,
She would have kicked him out with the new guy. Because girls do devious things
they
like
really
that.
do, though.
They do devious
They
things.
do. But no, I mean, at the end of the day, whether it is his kids or not, because this is the thing. If he's kicking her out and he tried to keep the kids, unless they were married and you said girlfriend,
Right.
the law is going to say she gets the kids, right or wrong, initially. When they
Right.
go to court and back and forth. So if he's kicking her out because she did him dirty, the kids got to go. Now, if the mother was a good mother and they're his kids, she would be like, no, let the kids stay.
I'll
We'll figure
go.
this out. Right. But a lot of the time, the petty is petty. You won't ever
Yeah.
see your kids again.
See,
And
but
then he's the bad guy for kicking them all out.
But then I would call the cops, and then when the cops come and be like, "Listen, I don't give the kids because she has really no place to go." Automatically, they're gonna be like, "Well, ma'am, they have to stay here unless you can show me
You have some place to
a
be.
place to go with the kids." And then, they get them, which is bull crap because they should stay home in their home. But again, and then you complain because you took the kids away from the father, but complain that the father is
Isn't
not
around.
there. He's
a
at work.
deadbeat dad.
He's at work, and you don't give him the time. So, but that's a different story. We can talk about that another episode. But yeah, vice versa. It happens to both. It's his house, not his kids, and you the one that screwed everything up.
Look, at the end of the day, if your name's on the lease, nobody can kick anybody out.
Mm-hmm.
So just get your name on the lease. That above all else, right? He could want to kick you out. She could want to kick him out. If both their names on the lease, the cops are going to be like,
Yeah, the
"We
cops
ain't
are gonna be like,
touching this with a 39.5-foot pole."
The cops are gonna be like, "Sir, do you have a place to go?" Because us men, we get nothing.
No.
Even if our name is on the lease. I've seen it many times. They was like, because of the argument, they want to separate them. Instead of saying separate the woman, they automatically want to separate the man. Without knowing place, and they don't even ask you, do you got a place to go? You need to go. Like, my name is on the lease. Yeah, but it's a little...
So why isn't she going?
Exactly.
I
They never tell the girl first. Even if the girl don't have no kids in the house, there's no kids in the house.
No.
Automatically, the guy has to leave.
Because you're not going to be able to take me from my home, but there's no physical. I'm telling you right off the bat, you're getting sued. My name is on the lease. I paid the bills for this, and I'm telling you, I don't want to go nowhere.
And be like, see ya. She sleep on the couch or sleep in the sofa, or wherever you want to sleep, bathroom, wherever you want to do. But we ain't leaving. We'll take a break. You go to one room, I go to the other.
That's the best solution you're going to get, because I'm not paying extra money for a hotel room when I pay for rent.
Yeah. But somewhat can understand why they will say a man to go because a man probably could survive better in the streets than a woman.
Bull crap. Bull crap.
I'm just saying.
Nope. I'm sorry. When's the last time you seen a broke gay person?
Well, he can't survive nowhere.
No. When's the last time you seen a broke gay person? I'm making a point here.
Mm-mm.
So who's going to survive better in the street?
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
yeah.
It may not be a nice life, but they will survive.
They will survive. So, hey, whatever you want to do, that's the best solution. Is figure it out because you're the one that screwed it up. And through the whole video, she's blaming him. Oh, so you're gonna throw me and the kids out like that for some petty stuff?
Petty.
Like all the stuff I did for you. You're like, I hope if this was a real video that she actually watches the video and see how stupid she sounded.
I don't think that's a possibility. They've shown videos of people saying very slow things. They've shown videos of people, like you have to think about the mother who got arrested for having her kid smoking weed on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And then you see them double down on their decisions. You can't tell me how to raise my kid, type of a thing, and you're just like, huh?
What? Watch the video. You look stupid.
Huh?
That when I seen that, I was like, what the ghetto-ness is going on here?
So sometimes you'll show the person, you realize you make no sense here. Oh, you just don't understand, right? We live in a generation of people who feel that their feelings supersede logic.
The universal kind of world that they live in.
Well, no,
they worse than Marvel.
I-
They go through every type of world.
There's probably less worlds than
Oh
Marvel.
my God.
But no, I'm talking about someone. You can talk literally about the sky is blue. I feel like it's red.
Mm-hmm.
But your eyes, I'm like, are you colorblind? No. I just feel like it's red.
Yeah, I feel like you're
Makes
going
no
to get a
sense.
black eye right now.
No sense.
The only one that I can say would do something like that would be like a scientist. You'd be like, the sky is blue. Well, technically, with the gases and,
You see what I'm saying? Like that. You can say the sky looks blue and be like,
Yeah.
you know what? You a prick, but you a correct prick.
Yeah, because I get that a lot in my house, if you know what I mean. I get that a lot, where no, technically it's, like we were watching something and they were talking about slugs or something, and he was like, but technically that is from the squirrel family, and I'm like, okay, we didn't ask all that.
Pero technically.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, it was Family Feud. That's what we were watching when they were talking about animals and.
Well, that's the worst thing. Family Feud be making me mad because sometimes people really do give good answers, but no one
It's
else
not there.
agreed with them. And I'm just
Or they give them the answer. Because I remember back in the days, if you say red, it has to be red there.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly that. Yeah.
But now you'd be like,
Close enough.
a man, boop, a busboy.
What? No,
I didn't say busboy.
You said something close. We got
Close.
30 minutes, bro. That's all. That's all you're getting.
Nobody's going to get these answers
No.
anyway. I got to give it to you. I got
We
to give it
got
to you.
15 minutes just for your family. All right, let's just get through this real quick. 300 points is a lot.
Yeah, so it's a fun. If you have not seen it, I don't know where you've been.
I
But,
wonder if maybe it's because of the IQ of Americans isn't as high.
I think so. I think so. So they just giving them answers. Because I'll be looking at some of the answers like, they didn't say that. Like, that has nothing to do with
They
it.
didn't
you
come
know?
close to it.
Sand. And they go, sand? Bing, desert come out. Like, what the?
I mean, yeah, because it could have been beach.
Right? Like, what? Like, I don't know.
I'll give you chest for some other things, right? Because
Yeah.
you can't say certain things on a family-friendly show. But like, if you're not doing an alternative for an innuendo kind of a thing, I need
It's
some
not
more
working.
exact answers.
It's not working. That's not working. But we got a little bit of more time left. Since we're talking about a little bit of relationships
Yeah.
out here, what's going on with the people that are saying that you have to give me money so I can get my nails done, my hair done, or babysit so I can go on a date with you?
I'm gonna blame this one on Aretha Franklin. She told him, give me some respect, and they just
Just
ran
a little
with it.
bit,
They
just a little
she
bit.
said a little bit, but
Yeah.
they ran with it, bro. That's all it is. You know, I am woman and
No.
UNITY and all of that. They just,
Yeah, but
you know,
it's-
I get it. That female empowerment, I'm with
But I
it.
think they spelled it because it's RESPCT. It's not PAID. I don't have to pay anything for you.
I mean, that's a whole new standard because you know when this is what I love too, right?
So now they're changing the song. Just a little pay. Just a little pay.
I mean, so look at most of the women in hip hop talking about how they got guys to do X, Y, and Z, right? Right? And yet you have Cardi B, who supposedly is, you know, one of the top in the industry by
Yeah.
name and face and whatever. And she got
By the name. And,
you know,
Yeah.
because it's not for her rap skills.
Mm-hmm.
And she got a lot of scrutiny for talking about how men and women should pay bills 50-50. She got a lot of scrutiny on that.
But it's true.
I'm just saying.
Because she's a woman and she's not supposed to be thinking like that.
But that's the whole thing. I mean, if you look at classic American society, when things were actually affordable compared to the wages and unions were strong, the idea of a guy bringing home the bacon for a family of, 4 to 5, right, made sense. I mean, he could have a house, a mortgage, a car note, all that, because the pay was relative to, the economic standing. Today's world, you can't really work that way in most households. And this is also why they say that they're women looking for a lot of guys to, who are in a tax bracket higher than them
Right.
and stuff like that. So don't get me wrong. There's a whole lot that affects the whole situation. But at the end of the day, we're in a society that has traditional values commingling with the modern world, and the math don't be mathing no more. In a lot of different areas.
Yep.
That's what but it's old school American tradition for the guy to be taking care of everyone, this, that, and the third. I just know in every one of those scenarios, even back in the day, it was already your girlfriend.
Yeah.
To say that you were going to take a girl out on a date was one thing, but to pay for her to look good on said date,
No.
that was kind of supposed to.
We don't
I'm
even
taking
care how
out
you
this-
look.
We'd rather you just be naked.
Because first of all, when we see you, the first thing I say is like, she look good naked.
I'm wondering what you look like without all the stuff on. Why am I paying to put more stuff on you?
And then you can cut off the bad 3-4 months, that one time that he stays over and then he never calls you again. Well, you should have just showed him your true face.
In the first
Leave your wig home, your snuffleupagus
And
eyes.
that's the whole thing too.
You know?
It's like there's a common joke amongst the younger generation that like your first date should take a girl to a pool just to see what she actually
Yeah.
looks like.
You know?
I mean,
Throw her in the water. Take her out when it rains. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see you.
I don't know if anyone remembers that trending story online about the Chinese guy who divorced his wife after all their kids turned out ugly because he didn't know that she had
That she was
plastic
ugly.
surgery, right?
Mhm.
Like, and we laugh about it because it was one of those news articles, but like I think from like The Onion or something like that. But like the reality of it is that could be a thing these days with as much work and as much cosmetics as people do and see. Like there are girls who don't even let you see them without makeup in like the first couple months.
No,
It's just like
I'll sue them for false advertising.
that's why I don't date them. If you wear too much makeup or whatever on a first date, there's not going to be a second.
Yeah, listen, you do that, I'm going to sue you for false advertising.
Facts.
But our time is up. Please comment, share, and like our videos, and check out XY101 on the streaming platforms. And keep up with some of the questions. I'm going to keep on looking for videos like this. I enjoy it. And some of the comments, and like Dickerson and all. We'll see you next week. Take care. Have fun.